Police say a stranger sexually assaulted a 4-year-old girl in Southeast Portland. It happened in August, but we're just learning about it now. The man was arrested in February and is still in jail, but this case brings up some questions, including why there wasn't an alert about this. Lindsay Nadrich looked into it for us. Lindsay.
Yeah, police say there wasn't an alert about it because it took time to piece together exactly what happened and to figure out who they were even looking for.
25-year-old Richie Kinu is in jail, facing several kidnapping and sexual abuse charges. Court documents say he took a 4-year-old girl from her mother and sexually assaulted her. It happened around midnight in August of 2019 in the Lentz neighborhood in Southeast Portland. The mother told police she met Kinu and a friend of his that night at the Gateway Transit Station, then went to Fred Meyer with them to buy food. She said she let Kinu carry her daughter because she was holding the food. At some point, she says Kinu took off carrying her daughter. Several minutes later, she says she found her daughter on the corner alone and saw evidence that she'd been sexually assaulted. Court documents also say the mother smelled like alcohol and had a difficult time explaining what happened. That's part of the reason police say no alert was released. In November, police sent out this press release with 2 photos asking for the public's help identifying 2 witnesses in an ongoing case. Kinu's friend came forward after seeing their photos on the news. They were both questioned and Kinu submitted to a DNA test. From there, it took 3 months for police to get lab results showing Kinu's DNA matched what was found on the little girl's sexual assault kit. Kinu was arrested about a week after the DNA results came back.
Police say they worked early on with DHS to make sure the child was safe, but could not tell me if she's currently in protective custody. If convicted, Kinu faces a 25-year mandatory minimum sentence thanks to Jessica's Law. That law went into effect here in 2006 and is designed to ensure people who commit sex crimes against children can't get out early and reoffend. Guys.